This young girl wanted to be a fearless warrior, but being a princess, she can't step out of the palace. However, her destiny forces her to encounter the deadliest enemy, and now she is the only one who can save the kingdom. Long, long ago, when magic turned the world, in a time which the hearts will never forget. Past the ferocious pumas of the Golden Mountains, just above the deadly skulls of the jungle lands, and just below the magical roosters of Luna Island, resting above an ancient secret lake, there was the legendary kingdom of Tekka. There, the ancients told of a great prophecy that a mighty eagle and 3 courageous jaguars would one day vanquish the dark lords of the underworld. Though prophecies may give hope, the battle will still be fought for victory rides on the shoulders of heroes. It has been several years since that prophecy was made, but nothing has happened yet. Despite this, King of Tekka and his triplet sons Lance, Dagger, and Shield still stay prepared for the war that can occur anytime. King also has a daughter named Maya, and it's her 15th birthday. Besides that, it's also her coronation day. Maya is going to be honored as the next diplomat after her mother. Her brothers love her dearly and bring unique birthday gifts from the corners of the world. They accompany the king to wish Maya, but the queen gives them shocking news. Maya hasn't returned home since last night. Despite being a princess, she recklessly wanders around the kingdom without informing. The queen sends Chiappa, Maya's pet, to find her. The young princess has disguised as a warrior and takes part in a wrestling championship. Her opponent is the giant Bear Killa, but Maya is not a rookie player either. She has studied all the moves of her opponent and defeats him in no time. Bear Killa feels humiliated and suddenly attacks Maya. He dislocates her shoulder and punches her eye. Maya gets ready to fight again, but Chiappa reaches there to take her back to the palace. The queen scolds her for sneaking on such a big day, but Maya clearly says that she doesn't want to be a diplomat who just sits and talks. She wants to be a warrior like her brothers and go on epic adventures. The king advises her to follow the rules. According to the prophecy, she is destined to be the diplomat while her father is the Eagle King and her brothers are 3 jaguars who will fight the lords of the underworld. Maya says that she shouldn't be forced to do something against her will just because of a random prophecy. Unfortunately, no one listens to her. Throughout the rest of the day, she keeps ranting on other people and regretting it later. Maya eventually accepts her fate and gets ready for the coronation. She is about to get crowned, but a sudden earthquake disrupts everything. The sky turns dark, and a mysterious warrior reaches the palace. He is Zatz, the Prince of Bats. He has come here as an emissary for Lord Mictlan. He is not here for war, but to take Princess Maya to the underworld where her true mother will welcome her to endless death. Maya can't interpret what she hears and just follows what her father says. He promises to protect her daughter at any cost. Zatz brings 2 stone monsters with him to convince the king to give up. But the king and his sons fight till the end. Zatz retreats for now, but he will come back soon. The king asks other kingdoms and rulers for help, but none of them dare to stand against the deadly underworld lords. The queen starts fighting her husband for keeping the secret for so long. Maya secretly hears their conversation and asks for the whole truth. The queen has no option and reveals that Maya is the daughter of Lady Mikta, the death goddess and current wife of Lord Mictlan. King had an affair with the death goddess and Maya was born. The queen was furious and even stabbed the king, but when the forest spirits brought Maya to them, the queen couldn't say no to the cute little girl and accepted Maya as her daughter. Now Lady Mikta wants Maya to sacrifice her to perform an evil ritual. But there's no need to worry as the king and his 3 sons are destined to defeat the evil lords. They gather the army and head towards the Divine Gate. They keep traveling for hours but still don't reach the gate. Suddenly, Lord Mictlan himself reaches there to welcome them. The king believes in the prophecy and starts the war without any fear. Meanwhile, the queen and Maya are looking forward to hearing the news of their victory. Maya can't wait and sneaks out of the palace to welcome her dad. She finds the injured king in the middle of the forest and Zatz is after him too. He tells Maya that her brothers and the whole army are killed by Lord Mictlan. Zatz gives Maya her brother's weapons as the last memory of them and leaves. She returns to the palace and blames the fake prophecy that resulted in the death of her brothers. Suddenly she sees 3 figures getting highlighted on the sacred stone. Maya rushes to the library and studies those figures whole night. The next morning she brings her parents and asks their help to move the sundial in the middle of the library. Once it's in the correct position, the sunlight points in 3 specific directions. The king failed to defeat the Lord because they misunderstood the prophecy. It is actually about the Rooster Wizard in Luna Land, Skull Archer in the Jungle Land, and the Puma Warrior in the Golden Mountains. They will be led by the Little Eagle to defeat the Underworld Lords. As Maya is the daughter of eagle warriors, she is the little eagle. Maya decides to bring the chosen three to the palace and sets out on the journey wearing the queen's armor and holding the legendary sword called the Eagle Claw. On her way, she meets an old lady named Puch, who advises her to follow the clouds. After traveling further, Maya gets attacked by Zatz's girlfriend, Akat, the goddess of tattoos. Though Lord Mictlan asks to bring Maya alive, Akat gets jealous of her beauty and decides to destroy her face. Maya succeeds in dodging her attack and reaching the lunar land. Akat attacks at her back, but Zatz saves Maya. He scolds Akat for disobeying Lord Mictlan's orders and attacking at someone's back. Then he breaks their relationship and leaves. Maya continues her mission and reaches the Wizard Council. Maya tells the ruler, Gran Bruja, that she is the rooster wizard who can help in destroying the Divine Gate to stop the entrance of lords of the underworld. Bruja refuses to help and tells Maya to find another wizard. Maya meets an orphan named Rico, who was once a trainee under the supervision of Brujo, the greatest wizard of all time. But Rico used a forbidden type of magic but couldn't control it. It resulted in the death of Brujo, but he still called Rico a great wizard and gave his magic stick to Rico. However, Bruja still blames Rico for her father's death. Maya asks Rico to accompany her, and they head towards the jungle land. They ask two kids for help, but they turn out to be Cabra Khan and Chipactli, the lord of earthquakes and the goddess of alligators. They snatch away Rico's stick and trap him in a pit along with Maya. Cabra Khan wants to kill Maya by himself because whoever sacrifices a half-breed becomes the most powerful. Chipactli is afraid to do that. If Lord Mictlan finds out, he will kill both of them. When Cabra Khan doesn't listen, Chipactli helps Maya in escaping. Cabra Khan gets enraged and throws stones and fireballs everywhere. Chipactli also gets stuck under one of them and starts to suffocate. Maya turns back to save Chipactli and return the favor. She motivates Rico to trust himself and use the powerful forbidden magic. He succeeds in gaining control over it and defeats Cabra Khan. Rico is the rooster wizard mentioned in the prophecy. Chipactli thanks Maya and promises to help her back in need. After saying goodbye, Maya heads to the jungle land, but the people there aren't welcoming. They capture both of them and take them to the queen. Surprisingly, it's just a little girl who had taken over the throne after the sudden death of her father. She recognizes Maya and hears her story. The queen says that their best archer is El Monstruo Blanco, but she doesn't interact with anyone. She was the only white child born in the kingdom. Therefore, people declared her a curse. She was left in the forest and was brought by the animals. Whenever she tried to return, people attempted to kill her. She eventually learned archery to defend herself. After becoming an expert, she returned to the kingdom and stole the golden bow. The king ordered his guards to attack her with fire arrows. This caused a huge fire in the jungle, killing all animals, and El Monstruo Blanco was left alone. After the king died, the little queen tried to invite El Monstruo, but she refused to forgive the kingdom. When Maya and Rico visit her, she attacks them too. Before getting killed, Maya requests to listen to her story. After hearing about the death goddess, El Monstruo shows her desire to meet her. Solely for this purpose, she agrees to join the quest, but prefers to be called Chimi. They all head to the Golden Mountains to find the final member. On the way, Rico admires Chimi's unique beauty, which makes her shy. But Chimi keeps her distance as she doesn't want to trust anyone. Meanwhile, Akate reports to Lord Mictlan and asks for forgiveness. But the cruel lord kills her and eats her heart to gain power. But Zatz hasn't returned to the underworld yet, and goes to warn Maya about the upcoming danger. He and his dad plan to sacrifice Maya to defeat Lord Mictlan, but they want to follow the prophecy and help Maya so everyone can get rid of the cruel Lord Mictlan. Maya refuses to believe him and continues her quest. They reach a deserted land where they get attacked by the Lord of Storm and Wind. Rico uses the forbidden magic to shield Chimi while Maya fights the lords. Chimi gets shocked to see someone protecting and decides to play her part. She has only one arrow left and split it in half with the help of Maya's sword. The lords lose control and fall in their own trap. After getting rid of them, Maya and her team finally reach the Golden Mountains. They were inhabited by the mighty barbarians, but now only 2 of them are left. The others died in a war occurred few years ago. The strongest barbarian was a young boy named Pichu. No enemy could stand against him. Pichu saved his kingdom and proceeded to kill his strongest enemy. The opponent warrior was a young girl who begged Pichu for mercy. Pichu took pity on her and let her go, but she betrayed and attacked back later. Pichu fell unconscious, and when he opened his eyes again, all of his people were killed. His enemy called him a fool and left him to keep regretting whole life. This incident traumatized Pichu, and he still blames himself for the death of his people. All he wants now is to have an honorable death as a warrior. When Maya asks him to join the quest, Pichu agrees because he is born to fight for a good cause. Finally, all three warriors have gathered, so Maya starts her journey back to the Tekka kingdom. As the night sets in, they all sit down to have some rest. They take this chance to share their life stories and purpose. Chimi reveals that her mother died when she was born and declared a curse. She wants to meet the death goddess, so Chimi can talk to her mother for once and apologize to her for being born. Rico also regrets accidentally killing Brujo. That old wizard was the one who picked up Rico from the streets and believed in him. Rico's purpose of life is to make Brujo proud, while Pichu wants to fight again like a true barbarian warrior. But Maya stays quiet and goes for a walk. She feels uneasy about putting the warrior's life in danger to avenge her brother's death. She suddenly meets Zatz again and fights with her sword. However, both of them have no intention of harming each other. Zatz tells Maya that he is also a half-breed and his mother was a human. He wants Maya to join hands to defeat Lord Mictlan, but Maya says she doesn't need him as she has the three warriors. Zatz reminds her that she hasn't told the warriors that they are going to fight Lord Mictlan and can die. They are only assuming that the mission is to destroy the Divine Gate. Unfortunately, the warriors hear this conversation and call Maya a liar. They still want to continue the mission to save the kingdoms, but they refuse to trust Maya again. The next morning, they reach the kingdom of Tekka, but it is already being attacked and Maya's parents are in great danger. This is just the start of a great quest. Maya has to gain the trust of her friends and unite them to fight the evil lords of the underworld. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave 1,000 likes or 100 comments if you'd like us to continue. Part 2. Thank you.